Oh my word. Look at the amount of eggs. She has all of those eggs plus egg whites. And apparently she has numerous fridges. We're talking more than 5.
Restock a few products in my shower with me. Stay tuned for the other scrubs.
For the other scrubs, there's more. She literally has multiple molds for every season of the year. An apple restock is insane. If you hear snorting and other Frenchy noises, this is what's happening right now. 0, I'm trying to film over here. Overconsumption. I talk about it so much on this channel. TikTok is full of it. What can I say? We haven't talked about the restock videos on TikTok yet. Dare I say the restock TikToks are the final boss of overconsumption. There's some pretty crazy ones, and I'm gonna save the best ones for last, so you better watch this whole video. A lot of restock videos, at least the ones that I've seen, not all of them, they are very much a subtle flex. Maybe not so subtle. They shouldn't be looked as such.
Overconsumption has been rebranded as cute and organized, but guys, restocking is not a flex. The ability to buy super specific, perfectly labeled containers to hold all of your items that came in a perfectly good container is not something to be proud of. And here's why. This kind of thinking ties your self-worth to your ability to consume both a bunch of plastic crap that will end up in a landfill sooner rather than later, and a bunch of heavily scented, heavily flavored toxic chemicals. I won't deny that these videos are temporarily satisfying, but the idea that decanting your plastic container of fabric softener into a giant glass countertop container will somehow improve your overall quality of life is mistaken. Solid relationships, financial security, your health, and memorable experiences are the formula for a life well lived. Don't be duped into buying all of this landfill-bound crap by all of these hauls and restock videos that are just a disguise for Amazon commercials.
Someone comment under this, it's not that serious. Who's gonna tell them that overconsumption affects our planet? I have fallen victim to being an overconsumer. I'm sure a lot of you can also relate to that. But the level of overconsumption, especially on TikTok, it's wild. In the previous video I did on overconsumption during the holidays, I talked a lot about the prices of everything because they were just absurd. We're gonna play a little game. How much do you think that this is? $774. I didn't touch on how stuff that gets wasted just ends up in the dump, in landfills, in places they shouldn't be. We don't need all of this. Sure, we get a little rush of dopamine when something in the mail comes in. It only lasts so long, and then there's always something else that we need, something else we're being influenced to get. I feel like we're all victim to it, and it's just a cycle that is so bad it needs to stop. I do wonder, are any of you doing a no spend year? But I'm gonna stop blabbing. Let's get into these insane restock videos, shall we? Let's start with some fridge restocks. This one, you know it's absurd before even watching it because it has 132.5 million views. Let's find out why. Why is candy going in the fridge? I'm so confused. And so much of it. We don't need all of this chocolate. Oh my word, is any real food going into this fridge? I was scrolling through the comments of this video and apparently she has numerous fridges. This is only one of them. Like, I'm not talking just 2. Because that is somewhat normal for some households. We're talking more than 5. Okay, we're getting into some real food here. Some grapes amidst all of the chocolate. I love how we're still going. We're still restocking here. Oh my gosh, more chocolate. A drawer for Kinder eggs? That's crazy. How can you consume all of this food before it goes bad? Oh my word. More chocolate? Can you imagine going to someone's house and like their fridge is just chocolate? Oh my gosh. Oh my word. I didn't realize there was that. Oh, I did not realize there was that much candy in there. Like, and there's just like some grapes and some like peppers and oranges amongst all that candy. Holy moly. Starting off strong. You want your fridge to look like this, but it's so unrealistic. Every time I organize the pantry, my parents add something else and it just turns into a dive so quickly. And then there's times where like you're kind of lazy and you don't want to put something away nicely. Like whether it's getting new groceries, just throwing something back in the fridge. It's just not realistic, especially if you live with someone else. And a lot of these, where is the real food in there? Where do you put leftovers? Look at the amount of eggs. She has all of those eggs plus egg whites. How many cartons of egg whites? I went through a phase where I was eating so many egg whites. Like I would eat one of the big containers of egg whites per omelet. It was like the most giant, thick, triple C thick omelet. That's an insane amount of egg. Girl's getting her protein, that's for sure. Honey, what would you like for dinner? Scrambled eggs, omelet, Denver. This one made so many people mad. The top comment is, I for one have never gotten upset watching a restock video until today. I get that it's prettier, but everything already came with a container. The fridge doesn't need to be pretty. It can be organized. What is the purpose of the tongs with the bacon? Especially because like the handles are contaminated with the meat now. What is the point? Oh no, not the plastic water bottle. Get like a water filter or like one of those big jugs of water. My family's got one of those. Or you can get the giant jugs at like your grocery store. Why are we getting those little bottles just to fill a glass bottle? I just want y'all to know it's okay if your fridge doesn't look like this. Mine doesn't either, bestie. While I was scrolling, I saw a freezer of multiple different ice cubes and I didn't know this was a whole thing, but I guess it is. 15 plus different types of ice cubes. That is crazy. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but like that is an excessive amount of ice cubes. I mean, they all are serving different purposes, but yeah, that's wild. They're pretty looking, aren't they? Soup cubes. That is kind of genius. I mean, at least like no waste is really happening here, right? Goboo! Wild. These are some crazy ice cubes. I personally don't have the space in my freezer for this. There ain't room. So many different ice cubes. I didn't even know this was possible. They just keep coming. Why do we need this much ice? The amount of ice trays. How many was that? See, this is overconsumption at its finest. You don't need this many ice cube trays. Just make a few at a time. Those are really cute. I would love dinosaur ice, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's too much. You don't need all of these. Is her freezer just ice cubes? Those look like grapes. Someone commented, forget the money. I wish I had this much freezer space. For real. You don't want to see my freezer. You gotta watch out for your toes every single time you open that door because something could fly out. It's kind of scary. Someone commented why people are hating and acting like it's something weird. Do you do this? Does everybody do this and I'm just left out of it? Tell me, if I come to your house right now, is your freezer just like stacked with ice cubes? Different ways and flavors. I get that the molds are not expensive things, but it's just we don't need this many of them, you know? You don't need that many. She literally has multiple molds for every season of the year. I get that they're pretty, but it's just not necessary. If this is normal, I am concerned. Yo, you got some ice? Yeah, what flavor you want? I'd be like, what flavor? There's options? Can I just have some normal ice, please? Honestly, I don't got time to do all this. It's crazy to me that people do this when, like, luckily my freezer now has automatic ice dispenser, so I don't have to make my own ice. But I remember when I would have to fill up the ice trays, I would dread it. I would almost be too lazy to do it. Okay, judge me all you want. It's, I know, the most simplest task. It's like when you go to throw something in a garbage bin and it misses and you have to go and get it and it's just annoying. It's annoying to do. The fact that people take time out of their day to do all of this, like, I mean, I kind of applaud you for that because that's some dedication. It's not for me, that's for sure. Okay, moving on from ice cubes. This Pantry restock is just crazy to me. Why do you have numerous peanut butters, Nutellas, like of everything? Ranch, ketchup, mayo, there's like multiple, it's like a grocery store in there. When I'm running low on a peanut butter, I'll go get another one. But I'm not going and buying 2 or 3. I'm buying 1. Well, that's actually freaking genius. Excuse me, pause. I literally was mixing my peanut butter last night, just getting it like all over my hands, all over the jar. The oil's just like oozing out, and I was trying so hard not to do that, but it just happens, okay? My arm is low-key aching because I'm getting way down in the bottom and scraping it out. It was a giant jar, okay? I'm not weak. The bathroom is that way. But I need to try this next time. Are you kidding me? This was a day too late. Genius. Oh my gosh, do you see the rest of her fridge? Very organized. She would hate mine.
Warning, if you're someone who gets upset about what strangers on the internet eat, exit this video immediately. I feel like most people's problem is they envision me, my husband, and our kids just standing in the pantry, letting candy water fall into our mouth all day, which is so far from the truth. My kids are allowed 1 snack after dinner and chores, and sometimes they pass on the snack altogether. So those of you who say this will only last a day or 2 in your home, it's because your household is operating off of a scarcity mindset.
So much candy. Younger me, if she had access to all of this family would go into a scarcity mindset because I would eat all of this. My stomach is a black hole. It actually genuinely concerns me a lot of the time. All of this would be gone. That still is a lot of junk food though. I actually wanted to make a whole video on this because how you raise your child is so important, especially like food wise. This has nothing to do with the video, but sugar, it's very addicting. I'm getting so off track here, but I have battled with an eating disorder, and so for a long period of time, I especially was struggling with orthorexia. It's all just clean foods. I was terrified of anything that wasn't clean. And so I genuinely, not because of the restriction, I genuinely did not crave the ultra processed sugary foods because I went years without it. Like if you don't give your kids a bunch of sugar, they're not gonna crave it. Like they're not gonna know any different. Anyways, I'm not hating on this mom. I'm not saying you have to be like Nara Smith and make your kids cereal homemade. Not saying don't ever give them sugar. There needs to be a balance. Anyways, I'm gonna stop this tangent now because it could continue on and that's not the topic of this video, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. It's a lot of junk food.
Restock $1,000 worth of grocery with us. The most common question we get is how often do we grocery shop? We do 1 big grocery haul a month, and we may go back once or twice for dairy and produce. I just got this pickle container and I'm already obsessed. And as always, all the containers I'm using came from Amazon. And up next, I add the kids' juice boxes and snacks into these pull-out trays that save us a ton of space in the fridge. Then I start adding all the drinks into the dispenser. They come out just as they would at a grocery store. I have these drawers for produce and all the condiments are on a Lazy Susan. Then this is just me showing you how everything works and how quick and easy it is to access everything. Then here are both doors to the refrigerator as well as our freezer.
I hope y'all are taking notes. I learned from these videos that everything has to go into another container. If your things are in a container that you bought it in, ew. Okay, before I completely move away from the kitchen category, just a couple realistic restocks for you. This one's nice because it's organized, but it's not to the extreme. Like, she has the nice little containers and everything, but not everything is going into a container. It's just a lot more realistic for the everyday human being, you know? That looks like a normal person's pantry. This one is a lot of food, but again, it's not all being dumped into pretty aesthetic containers. This just looks like a good Costco haul. This one I can see being a little more realistic. Like, it's still very organized, very pretty looking, but there's real food in here, and there's not an excessive amount of food either. Like, it's not a restock of 15 egg white cartons. After scrolling through the comments, I can confirm the egg did crack. What egg? Not the 2 lemons in a container. Very nice. Not as absurd. Oh, wait. Before we leave the food restocks, did you know that people restock fast food? Me neither. I was today years old when I found out. Chick-fil-A restock. It's the word choice for me. Like, this is just dinner, lunch. She's plating it like she plans to eat it over several days. Is this not just one meal? Like, what do you mean restock? She did another one for Burger King. No! No, I hate that. I hate that. Not it melting and dripping all over everything. That defeats the whole purpose of it being in, like, separate compartments. She's done so many of those with different fast foods. You get the point. I don't know if this video will be posted before I do a Stanley Cup video or if it'll be afterwards, but there's also Stanley restocks. Yeah. You know, like the Stanley Cups, they're just a water bottle. That's what they're supposed to be for anyways, just to hold your water. They're meant to keep your water cold. That's it. That's the purpose. The Stanley cult says otherwise. It looks so goofy. Like, please agree with me. Please tell me it looks goofy. 6 of the exact same cup. Like, why do we need 6 Stanleys? Literally, why? Why? Okay, let's move on from the food, shall we? Let's move to the bathroom. These are insane. You're telling me you need all of those bars of soap? Like, do y'all just not go to the store and get 1 or 2? Get more when you run out? Like, are you using 1 bar per shower?
Restock a few products in my shower with me. Everything is all good except for a couple of body scrubs. Let's start with the most obvious one, the Dove crushed macadamia and rice milk.
Why do you need that many body scrubs? That's insane. And she's adding more. Okay, cool.
Next, onto the Tree Hut scrubs. Vanilla and watermelon are almost gone. I don't have backups of them. I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow. But Moroccan Rose and Pink Hibiscus have a bit left, but I do have backups of these. Now, let's put them back. And perfect. Stay tuned for the other scrubs.
For the other scrubs, there's more. I have my shampoo, conditioner, body wash, a bottle of conditioner that I use to shave my legs, my razor. I think I maybe have 1 body scrub that's like, it was a gift and it's almost gone. That's all I've got in my shower. Do you see the amount? Like, not even just the scrubs. Look how many body washes, shampoos and conditioners, everything. That's insane. The blue toilet paper. Why so many at one time? Do y'all not know that you can get another one when you run out of the one that you have, right? Like, you don't need to have 2, 3, 4 backups. Wow, she really likes CeraVe. Oh, it's a CeraVe ad. The top comment, I don't think she likes CeraVe. It's just the way it kept going for me. Even the toilet paper matches like the blue brand. Oh, here we go. There's more CeraVe. She really likes CeraVe. That's an actual fridge, right? Yeah, this is an actual fridge. What are we doing here? Like, this isn't a mini skincare fridge. What is going on? I clearly didn't watch this whole video before I filmed. Good grief. This is a guest bathroom restock. Guest bathroom. Drunk Elephant is so expensive. If I was the guest here, I would be bringing a giant duffel bag, and I am unloading all of this into my duffel bag. I'm taking everything. It's for the guests. It's for me. Can I come over immediately? Oh my gosh, the makeup too? Do people actually provide makeup for their guests? Rare Beauty, oh my word. Olaplex, holy shiz. Yeah, I'm taking it. That's crazy. A guest bathroom. Not more body scrubs. Oh my word, how many do you need? Shower steamers? What is that? Never heard of this in my life. Oh, we're putting it into another container, of course. I don't think we need to be restocking body scrubs. They're not gone yet. You don't need to be restocking them.
One in, one out. So not buying something until I've used the other thing up, because I was someone who was always like, backups, I need backups, I need backups. I'd buy so many backups that either I'd get sick of the product and forget about it and then stop using it and have full new products that I didn't even touch, or they would go bad. So rather than doing that, I'm like, I'm not buying another moisturizer until I have finished this one, and then I can go out and purchase another one because I don't need it.
This is the same girl restocking more body scrubs. I think she likes body scrubs. It's kind of nauseating, isn't it? Having that much that you don't need. Y'all, she has so many videos of these scrubs. Another guest bathroom restock. I don't even have that much toothpaste and toothbrush backups for myself. How many guests do you have over? Oh my gosh, not the CeraVe. This is expensive. And these aren't like little dollar store things either. This one's crazy. Again, these guest bathrooms. This is a whole store in the bathroom. Why are there that many? We don't need this many of one thing. If a guest doesn't bring their own toothpaste, they have to use mine. I don't have a backup for them. I don't have their own drawer of things for them. I need to do better, I guess. Okay, let's move on from the bathroom to the bedroom. I could do a whole video on makeup restocks. I should. I really want to, because they're absolutely insane. But we're gonna just throw a couple in here for now. She is definitely the queen of overconsumption when it comes to road. How is this not an ad? That's insane. Holy moly. Her whole page is basically hyping it up. Okay. Oh my word. And that's just one drawer. Okay. This is like walking into Sephora. She's got the whole store in here. Sheesh. It's still going. More YSL lipsticks. A lot of Rare Beauty in here too. I don't know how some people just like scroll and scroll and scroll watching these. Like I see so many comments under these videos saying commenting to stay on Restock TikTok. It's literally nauseating for me to watch all of these. I don't know if y'all feel the same way after watching this video, but it's a lot. Oh my word.
I'm sure there's a more organized way to do this, but this is just what works for me because I like to see everything with the label up, just so I know if I'm grabbing things, I know what's here, I know what's missing.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's wrap this up with the final boss. This one's just, it's the word restock for me. We don't need to be restocking our Stanleys. We don't need to be restocking fast food. But above all, restocking Apple products? This TikTok called me poor in all languages. An Apple restock is insane. One of the comments says I couldn't afford to buy bread today. That's really sad.
Why? 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 Why?
Is there such thing as closet restocks?
Most of the stuff in this video is going to expire within a year, and this is exactly what I think the person is talking about. This is overconsumption. This is not collecting. This is hoarding things that are going to depreciate and not hold their value and just ultimately get thrown out. And it's definitely your money. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just saying it's extremely wasteful of your hard-earned money. And there's always a new something, a new scent, a new shirt, a new trend that's going to be pushed by these people that we're watching and we're like, ooh, that looks really good. If she's using it, it must be amazing. And it might actually be an amazing product, but also keep in mind that this person is being paid to say this 9 times out of 10. It's a money grab. They're going to get paid for this, and we're going to buy it, and we're going to put money in the brand, the corporation's pocket.
I'm sure y'all already know, but I'm gonna remind you, this isn't normal, this is overconsumption. We do not need this amount of products at one time. When you run out of something, replace it with 1 or 2. You don't need 4 or 5 at one time. We do not need 15 body scrubs. You already knew that though. My viewers are smart cookies. I love y'all.
In 2025, let's bring back using what we have. There's no more space. I don't need any more perfume. I don't need any more makeup. And I understand being a hobbyist and a collector more than anyone. But there comes a tipping point, I beg. Like, let's bring back our things being well loved. It's okay for our things to be used up. Nothing is running away. It's okay for you to wear that bag until it's literally beat up from how much you're loving on it. Very rarely are things just a must-have. And I've been treating stuff like it's just a must-have. We really got to stop the spirit of, oh my God, TikTok got me again. Somebody take my card away. No. Look at me. In 2025, self-control is in the room with us, okay? Okay. Love you, bye.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know down below what you guys think about all of this. I like to hear your thoughts and opinions, so do it. Comment down below. If you don't, no fun ice for you. Yes, this is a threat. You get plain boring ice. Ice for peasants. Ice from my freezer. Let's discuss. I love ya, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! Hula.